Alright, so next we're going to show basically removal of the rounding assembly. One other note too, if you notice here again is the what's called the cam follower. So, you know, whenever you're cleaning the machine, you want to make sure that this cam follower is turning freely. Sometimes you get a little you know, jammed up with dough in it, but it should be able to turn with your hand. So next, basically what we're going to do is, if you'll see on this end of the machine on the outfeed conveyor, there's two turn knobs, one on each side of the conveyor. So you basically turn those knobs so that you can unlatch it. Then you will see that the unit will come forward. So then next, there's a foot, what do you call it, lock. So basically you can release this lock, and what that does now is it allows the rounding assembly to come forward towards the conveyor. So first you can take out the stainless steel infeed. So again, you can take that to a sink and clean it. It's got a rubber O-ring on it. Again, they can slide that O-ring off and clean that with soap. Another thing I wanted to mention, again with the switch assembly, one of the switches again controls this little conveyor belt, so that when the dough comes across the sliding plate, that dividing cup will spring loaded, will push the dough piece out, and of course it drops onto the small conveyor and then feeds into the rounder. So next you can basically remove the rounding cylinder itself. Usually, yeah, there you go, you can even reach down in there. There's a part of it on the bottom you can even catch easier.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So you can basically, it's a little tricky because obviously it's a nylon drum, so you got to kind of turn it a little bit to get that rounding unit out. You got it? There you go. Right. Okay, and be careful. Let me move this stainless steel. You can put this right here. And again, usually when we do it, we put it on like kind of like a U-Haul moving blanket, because you don't want to get any of these parts on the ground, because you could basically scratch them or something, or mar them a little bit. Okay, and then you can go ahead and turn, and I think you swing it forward a little bit. You know what I mean?
Swing it forward?
Yeah. Well, so just so you can get it, you know, if you get it right in the middle here, this way you can get your hands on both parts of it.
Making sure it's unlatched.
Yeah. And so basically, then you can remove the rounding drum. So now, right, so you'll see inside that basically there is a nylon plate, so that that keeps it separated from the bottom of the drive assembly down here. And again, also what this allows too is that you've got access to the machine, so that you could put you know, gear grease, or you know, grease right on that driving unit that drives the piston right there. On the other side too, there is like grease pins, so that you can grease the unit. There's one in the back there. There's one right there in the bottom, so that you can, you know, get access to grease those moving parts. So pretty much the machine is where you can open up and get into it, and you know, clean wherever you need to. So as you can see, we've gone through this machine, and it's typically very clean. All right, so I'll make one more video segment, and that should finish up.